जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन जमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Hare Krishna, my humble obeisance unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desire trees who can fulfill all the desires and they're full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Mantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. I see Baldev Seva Prabhu, Subal Gopal Prabhu, Vasant Prabhu, Bhaswati Mataji, Shalini Mataji, and Ramlal Chaitanya Prabhu. Thank you so much for joining and giving your kind association. Today we will study from Bhagavad Gita, and I believe the verses for today are 924 and 925. So, Bhagavad Gita is the most important scripture for all of us. For anyone who is serious in the path of bhakti, Bhagavad Gita has all the answers to all the questions. And today we will study two verses. And today's topic primarily is, do all paths lead to the same destination? Do all paths lead to the same destination? And it's a common question amongst many, those who are trying to follow bhakti path, or those who are not following, or those who are somewhat following. In short, there's a lot of confusion on this topic, that you may take any road and all roads lead to Rome. Do all roads lead to Rome? We'll try to understand that. All this I'm saying to generate some more curiosity, to because questions are like hooks. Questions pull our attention, right? Questions help us to understand things better. And whatever going to study will be primarily from the two verses, and it will be around those two verses, the 24 and 25. And whatever we are going to study is based on primarily Srila Prabhupada's translations and purports. So let's try to access the mercy of Guru Parampara through the medium of Mangalacharan, or the prayers to the Guru Parampara. So let's all join together and offer these prayers. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः Hare Krishna. Thank you again, everyone, for joining, for taking out your most valuable time this evening. So let's begin our Gita study. Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters, and chapter 9, the middle section, is divided into three main sections: the first six, the middle six, and the last six. And even in the middle six, the chapter 9 falls right in the middle. And therefore, it is called, what is it called? What's the title of the chapter?
The most confidential knowledge.
Most confidential knowledge. And in Sanskrit, what do we call it? Rajvidya, right? Rajvidya, Rajguyam, very, very confidential. Guhya, Raj means king. Raja means king. So that's the acronym also. If you want to like understand the summary of the chapter, the acronym is KING, king. So the first few verses, 9.2 primarily talks about how this is the most confidential knowledge. But those who are devotees, they can perceive it. But Raj Vidya, Raj Guyam, Pavitram, it is purest. Idam Uttamam, topmost. Pratyakshavāgamam dharmyam susukham kartumavyam. It gives the topmost knowledge, it gives the most happiness, and it can be perceived by oneself. Primarily the devotees who are favorably disposed towards the Supreme Lord. And then the Lord says that the I is this inconceivable relationship, right? The next few verses primarily talk about how uh, the whole Prakriti, Maya Dhyakshina Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam, right? Everything is working under his direction, all moving. Hetunanina Konteya Jagat Viparivartate. Everything is working under his direction. This is an inconceivable relationship. Like a child is conceived in the mother, the child may not understand. Ordinary, less intelligent person may not understand how a child can be, grow in the womb of the mother. But an intelligent person understands. So devotees do understand that yes, everything is working under his direction. Then the next few verses from 11 to 25 talk about the non-worshippers, those who don't worship Krishna, primarily those who worship demigods or they don't worship him at all. And this is the section we are in currently also because till text 25. So that section will end today. And the last G stands for the glories of bhakti, which will be covered in the following sections, like if one offers a fruit, flower, how we can try to offer everything in connection to the Supreme Lord. Whatever we do, whatever we offer, whatever we eat, do it. And ultimately, Krishna concludes this chapter by saying, "Be my devotee." So glories of bhakti are shared in the from 26 to 34, the last. That's the KING, the king of all the knowledge, the inconceivable relationship, and then the non-worshippers, what is their destination, what do they do, what kind of activities they do. And finally, the most important section is the G, the glories of bhakti, from 26 onwards, which will be covered in the future sessions. Now, boiling down to the text 24 and 25. So, it was a long introduction, but it's quite important to set this right scene so that we can dive deeper. Okay, now we are here on text 24. Om Tat Sat. अहं हि सर्वयज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च न तु माम् अभिजानाति तत्त्वेन तश्च ते अहं हि सर्वयज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च न तु माम् अभिजानाति तत्त्वेन तश्च ते. Maybe one or two devotees would like to recite.
Try Prabhuji.
Thanks, Matt.
अहं हि सर्वयज्ञानां भोक्ता च प्रभुरेव च न तु मां हि जानन्ति तत्त्वेनातश्च ते. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandapana. I'll also try. Hare Krishna devotees, Dandapana. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhureva cha natu mam abhijanati tattvenantas chaiva chaivanti te. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Aham, I. He, surely. Sarva, of all. Yajnanam, sacrifices. Bhokta, the enjoyer. Cha, and. Prabhu, the Lord. Eva, also. Cha, and. Na, not. Tu, but. Mam, me. Abhijananti, they know. Tatvena, in reality. Atah, therefore. Chavanti, fall down, they. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai. I am the only enjoyer and master of all sacrifices. Therefore, those who do not recognize my true transcendental nature fall down. And I refers to Krishna here, not I like myself. Krishna is the speaker. Krishna, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. So there's a short purport. Would anyone like to read? Anyone feeling inspired to read this?
I can read Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata.
If somebody else wants to read, please go ahead.
I can read Mataji.
Yes, please.
Here it is clearly stated that there are many types of yagna performances recommended in the Vedic literature, but actually all of them are meant for satisfying the Supreme Lord. Yagna means Vishnu. In the third chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that one should only work for satisfying yagna or Vishnu. The professional form of human civilization known as Varnashram Dharma is specifically meant for satisfying Vishnu. Therefore, Krishna says in this verse, I am the enjoyer of the sacrifices because I am the supreme master. Less intelligent persons, however, without knowing this fact, worship demigods for temporary benefits. Therefore, they fall down to material existence and do not achieve the desired goal of life. If, however, anyone has any material desire to be fulfilled, he had better pray for it to the Supreme Lord, although that is not pure devotion, and he'll thus achieve the desired results. Back to Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. In this few lines of purport, Prabhupada has given so many like bullets. So many important points are highlighted here. So Srila Prabhupada let's go one by one and try to understand the key things in this verse. Krishna is mentioning I and the enjoyer, Bhokta, he's a supreme enjoyer. Anyone knows any other verse which talks about this? That he is the supreme enjoyer? He is the supreme bhokta?
Bhoktaram Yajna.
Very nice. Which verse is that? Which chapter? It's in chapter 5, text 29. Bhoktaram Yagyatapasam Sarvalokam and the supreme enjoyer. Krishna is mentioning. And he says, I am the Sarva Yajnanam. So in chapter in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful verse. Canto 1, chapter 2, text 28 and 29. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramakha, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya, Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Parodharmo, Vasudeva Paragatihi. Beautiful verse, nice and easy to remember also. But here the important line, which is reference to our topic for today's Vasudeva para makha. Makha also refers to yajna or sacrifices. And there is also a beautiful verse which is mentioned in which Srila Prabhupada is indirectly hinting us, which is 3.9. Yagyart karmano yatra lokoyam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. Again, the word yagya. And this is a verse Prabhupada is mentioning. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise, that work will cause bondage. Work done to please Krishna, to please Vishnu is called akarma. Otherwise, that same work becomes sakama or vikarma or good action, good reaction, bad reaction. But work done to satisfy him, this is what Srila Prabhupada is referring when he is saying in the third chapter. This is the text 3.9. That work should be done to satisfy yajna or Yagyart karmano natra lokoyatra kam karma bandhana. Otherwise, that work will cause bondage. So Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. It's like we see like watering the root. If we water the root, all the fruits, flowers, branches, leaves, etc., we don't need to water individually. Another analogy is given. We're feeding the stomach. We don't need to feed the hand, the hairs, the eyes, the nose separately, right? When the food goes in the belly, all the body parts are nourished. Similarly, the other analogy is that Krishna is the supreme universal head. Bhoktaram Yagyatapasam Sarvalokam. And as per this verse, Bhokta cha Prabhurevacha, he is the supreme master, he is the supreme enjoyer, he is the supreme lord of all the sacrifices. Right? The supreme master, supreme enjoyer. But those who do not understand me, Natu mam abhijanati, those who do not understand, Tattve, Tattva. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one should try to know me through the Tattva. Or with proper understanding in reality. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, again, I think it's 4.7, I believe. It's transcendental janma karma. One should know in reality, tattva. But those who do not, those who have a incomplete, partial, incorrect understanding, chavanti te, kya hoga? They will fall down. They will fall down. Those who do not attempt to understand, or those understanding means basically worshipping Krishna, becoming devotee. Okay, who remembers a little bit from the previous text 22, 23? What was the theme there? What did we study in text 22, 23?
So in 23, it said that if you worship the demigods, it will be abhidhipurvakam, not authorized.
Yes. Yapi anya devata bhakta, they are doing it avidhipurvakam. Avidhipurvakam, vidhi means proper rules and regulations, rituals, processes. Now, if I have to touch you know, mouth, let's say, so I can touch like this, right? Or I can try to touch like this, right? What do you think? What is easy, simpler, and seems appropriate? This way, right? No. So they are indirectly trying to approach those who are doing demigod worship. Uh, so the link between text 23 and 24 is that those who are doing avidhi purvakam, what will happen? Chavanti te, fall down ho jayega. Fall down means, what is meant by fall down here? They'll
From
fall in their
bhakti,
house.
followed from bhakti. There will be karma kanda, gyan kanda.
Fall down from bhakti. Well, bhakti they're not even rendering. Bhakti means bhakti to Krishna. Whenever the word bhakti is used, bhakti means worshipping Krishna. Otherwise, the word bhakti cannot be used.
That's the Prabhuji not worshipping Krishna, worshipping demigod. So from the platform of bhakti, you are falling down.
I think in the other 84 lakh units, maybe they will be born.
Forgot, hold on, Prabhuji, we can understand as keep forgetting Krishna day by day.
Yes, they will not get to their real destination. They will not be able to successfully complete the goal of human form of life. They fall down, that's more like they may go to upper planets, which will be explained in the following verse. But as mentioned, because they are doing it incorrectly, most likely what may happen, they may get higher birth, some rich family, sometimes maybe upper planets because they are doing some karma kanda rituals and for some material gain, and they may go to upper planets. But what will happen? Shina, Punya, Mrityu, Loka, Vishanti. Because demigods are not, they don't have the power and the ability they uh, to give us, if we are approaching, it's like a shopkeeper, we are approaching, give us a $10 food, so they'll take the $10 and they'll give the $10 product, like more like transactional. So, and that's what 99% people approach demigods. Like recently there was Ganesh Chaturthi, Ganesh Puja, and so many people, Ganapati Bappa Moria, I mean, all that's nice. But what happens after that? Day over, again, drinking, smoking, meat eating, etc., etc. And Ganpati Bappa, where is he? He's gone. It's more a little bit fun, laddu, um, and primarily majority. We are not generalizing but majority miss the essence. Who is Ganpati Devta? Who is he? He's a great devotee. He was writing when Vedvyas was dictating. Not people try to understand that depth. Hmm. But if someone tries to understand, they will, and someone is serious, these powerful personalities, Indra, Chandra, Ganesha, Shiva, Durga, no, so many others, they will direct them their master. Aradhana nam api sarvesham Vishnu aradhanam param, Lord Shiva says to Parvati. But if someone does avidhi purvakam and only for material desires, material benefit, then they will not be able to get to the goal. Srila Prabhupada is also giving the example in the previous verse, like bribing the officers is illegal, right? So it's avidhi purvakam. Now, what happens? The conclusion, they fall down, right? They do not recognize the true transcendental nature. They get some material gain, they may go to upper planets, and then they fall down. So, what is the solution? One say, well, I want a good job, I want a good this, I want good that. Then Krishna says, Akama sarva kamo. Whether one has all desires or no desires. Prabhupada is mentioning if anyone has material desires to be fulfilled, he better pray it to the Supreme Lord. Although that's not pure, but it's better than nothing. It's better than not approaching him. Examples: who approached the Supreme Lord for some material motives?
Dhruva Maharaj.
Dhruv Maharaj. Amazing. Anyone else knows other examples from our scriptures? Kardamuni wanted a wife.
Billo Mangal Thakur.
Bilva Mangal Thakur. What did he ask for?
So initially he was affected towards sense gratification, and then he realized, and Krishna took himself to abode.
Okay, nice. So in short, if one directly or indirectly gets into the right association and starts worshipping Krishna, then they will achieve the desired result, which is, what is the desired result? Back home, back to Godhead, the pure. Although there may be initial material motive, but if one is in the right company, reading the right scriptures, under the guidance of right bona fide spiritual master, one will get to the right goal. Otherwise, they do not achieve the desired goal of life. They fall down to material existence. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. They will keep moving in this cycle of birth and death. One time they may go and become even Indra. Right? We know this famous story. Indra became a pig, right? Material nature is so strong. But next life, back to grind, back to an ant. So now,
Earlier, can you share that story of the pig that you told?
very well. Was that for me? I didn't catch that.
Yes, Prabhuji, you mentioned like Indra became pig, right? I'm not familiar with that story. Can you explain what it began?
Oh, sure. It's an interesting story. Indra was cursed due to certain reason, and he became a pig in the material in the lower planets. And then Narad Muni came and said, "Well, it's time up. You now go now. It's your tenure to be the pig in this lifetime is over. Go back, take your position." He said, "What? Who will take care of my little piglets? They're so cute. I am their father. They are dependent on me, right? Who will provide them soft stool, right? Or that's what the pigs or whatever food they eat, right? So, in short, and he forgot material nature makes us forget our true position. He forgot that I was Indra. He forgot that I'm a servant of Krishna. Indra is also a devotee. And therefore, that's what also we are, but the jiva conditioned souls who are prone to forgetfulness. And then that's what Guru comes. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena. The Guru comes. Narad Muni says, "Hey, get up, wake up. What are you doing?" Narad Muni woke up Prigari. Narad Muni woke up Dhruva. Narad Muni woke up Prahlad. What are you doing? Get up. This is not your true place. Your true place is there. Back home. You're a true child of God. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. He's your everything. What are you doing? So many stories are there in this connection, but that's a long story short. And Indra, it's a very bona fide story that even Indra can be succumbed to this. What to speak of us?
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thanks for beautiful explaining. Great question.
Thank you. So now let's move on and try to understand what is their destination, right? What is the destination of those? Do they all get to the same destination? Those who are worshipping Krishna, those who are worshipping ghosts and goblins, and those who are worshipping some devata, do they all get to the same point? Krishna very, very clearly answers that question in text 25. Yanti deva vrita devan pitrin yanti pitrivritaha bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhyajinopi mam. Yanti deva vrita devan pitrin yanti pitrivritaha bhutani yanti bhutejya yanti madhyajinopi mam. Maybe one or two of devotees would like to recite.
I can try, Prabhuji.
Maybe others can also try, those who have not recited yet.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I?
Yes, ma'am.
यान्ति देवाव्रता देवान् पितॄन् यान्ति पितृव्रतः भूतानि यान्ति भूतेजा यान्ति मद्यायिनोऽपि मम. Back to
Very good. Very nice. Okay, let's move further. Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. Wow, so clear and simple. The four words, and it's like rhythmic also. Yanti Devan Vrita Deva. Deva means here the demigods, right? Who are like controllers, Indra, Chandra, Soma, Varuna, etc., etc. Pitri. What does Pitri mean?
Ancestors.
Ancestors, forefathers, etc., etc. Bhuta. Bhut. Ghost and spirits. Yanti Madhya. Ji. Mad here refers to Maya, which is Krishna. Those who worship Krishna, Supreme Lord, Yo, Pimam, they go there. This is small purport again. Anyone who has not read would like to read? Dr. Harini Mataji, you want to try reading a little bit? Sant Prabhu, want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, then with pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. If one has any desire to go to the moon, the sun, or any other planet, one can attain the desired destination by following specific Vedic principles recommended for that purpose, such as the process technically known as Darsha Purnamasa. These are vividly described in the fruitive activities portion of the Vedas, which recommends a specific worship of demigods situated on different heavenly planets. Similarly, one can attain the Pita planets by performing a specific yagna. Similarly, one can go to the many ghostly planets and become a yaksha, raksa, or pisacha. Pisacha worship is called black arts or black magic. There are many men who practice this black art and they think that it is spiritualism. But such activities are completely materialistic. Similarly, a pure devotee who worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead only achieves the planets of Vaikuntha and Krishna Loka without a doubt. It is very easy to understand through this important verse that if by simply worshipping the demigods one can achieve the heavenly planets, or by worshipping the Pitas, achieve the Pita planets, or by practicing the black arts, achieve the ghostly planets. Why can the pure devotee not achieve the planet of Krishna or Vishnu? Unfortunately, many people have no information of these sublime planets where Krishna and Vishnu live. And because they do not know of them, they fall down. Even the impersonalists fall down from the Brahma Jyotir. The Krishna consciousness movement is therefore distributing sublime information to the entire human society to the effect that by simply chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, one can become perfect in this life and go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna, all glories to Prabhupada Prabhupada.
Very well. Thank you so much, Roger.
Thank you.
Each line is so much like worth meditating and so powerful. This movement, Krishna conscious movement, is distributing the sublime information that simply by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, one can perfect this life and go back home, back to God. The Vedas have so many 99% of the Vedas are filled with the flowery language of the fruitive activities. I was researching for this word, darshan and Purnamasa. And interestingly, it's mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Let's read this. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, this is 11th canto, 18th chapter, 8th verse. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, has given a detailed explanation of the 4 rituals mentioned here, namely Agnihotra, Darsha, Purnamasa. You see, these 2 words are used in that purport. So we should be curious to understand what does it mean. Let me try to understand a little bit more. What is it? So the moment you search, you will find what does it mean. Long story short, the conclusion is that everyone should simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the conclusion. In today's day and age, we don't have time for rituals and mantras and pujas and mudras and rudras and whatnot, right? Simply chanting and avoid the difficult entanglement of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies, primarily referring to the karma kanda or fruitive activities, because Vedas are full of that. Because Vedas talk about everything, but the essence of Vedas, sarva mantra sar, sarva shastra marma. Sarva shastra marma. Marma means what? Anyone knows what's marma?
Understanding.
Gist, Prabhu. Gist.
Just okay, just essence, basically. So नाम बिना कली काले नाही और धर्म सर्व मंत्र सार यही शास्त्र मर्म नाम बिना कली काले नाही और धर्म और कोई धर्म नहीं है सर्व मंत्र सार नाम यही शास्त्र मर्म just the essence the conclusion the is nama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. So we don't need to worry about as Prabhupada is mentioning this. People are interested in getting to know black arts, black magic, kala jadoo, yantra, tantra, mudra. But what is the value? In one village, there was a person who did lot of tapasya, went to learn some siddhis. Siddhi, there are different types of siddhis, 8 siddhis, to get whatever you desire, to be at any place, to become smaller, to become large, etc. So when he went to a Baba in Himalaya and he learned how to walk on water only after 35 years of hard work. So practically from age 20, 25, he went and came back at 55, 60 years, I have learned to tell the whole world, tell the whole village and the neighboring village that he's going to walk on the water. And oh, walk on water? Oh my God, that sounds amazing. We want to see that. Hmm. Someone's phone is not on mute. If you could mute it, that will help. So the whole village and the neighboring village, everyone gathered, and oh, we're so excited to see you and all that. And hundreds of thousands of people gathered. And this guy literally walked on water. Oh, and crossed over the lake. And everyone, wow, very well. I mean, kudos, whatever. Congratulations. And then this one fine gentleman said, 2 rupees. Give him 2 rupees. He said, the 35 years of all your hard work is only worth 2 rupees, because at that time you could pay the boatman 2 rupees to get to the other side. So you spent whole your life to learn something which is worth materially 2 rupees. What is the worth? Nothing. Ashes are ashes. This unless Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj has a beautiful video. Ashes are ashes. What is a someone can create ashes? What's the big deal? Ashes are ashes, no value. Mm. But if someone can transform the heart, someone asked Prabhupada, what magic have you done? Prabhupada said, these people were hippies, had all the wrong habits, meat eating, intoxication, gambling, etc. Now they're having a pure Vaishnava lifestyle, regulated living, and they're heading towards pure bhakti. The government spends millions of dollars, they can't change the heart of the people. But I transform the hearts. That's a magic. That's the biggest thing. So now some question for all of you. Is everyone a worshipper? Everyone, we're talking about everyone. Is everyone a worshipper? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. How many of you agree? Yes. Okay. When we say the word worship, now who are they worshipping? We're not talking about that. We'll come to that shortly. But when you hear the word worship, what comes to your mind? Let's jot down some points. Feel free to speak or type, and we'll jot down what you have to share. What does worship mean to you?
Worship
Okay.
means showing my heart by respect to the Lord,
Respect,
doing some service which is called devotional service.
respect, service. Okay. We're not talking about the object. You may be doing it towards Krishna, you may be doing it towards XYZ. But what does it mean to you? Like how do, or maybe how can you say that someone is a worshipper? What are the activities, things, thoughts they are doing through their body, mind, or words?
Trying to connect with Krishna or God.
Connect. I think that object, yes, object could be Krishna. It usually come shortly. So someone could connect it even to the film star. Like even those who want to be like the big film star, what do? They're trying to know everything. Oh, where is this next movie coming? Oh, where is the next song being released, right? That's also worship, but the object is not properly dovetailed. Someone could be worshiping nation. Oh, give their life. My nation is everything. My nation has given me my mother earth, my this, my, and I will do anything. Someone could be doing it to the family. Oh, my family, very, very possessive. My child, my husband, my wife, right? So what all the things they do through their body, mind, or words towards that object? Connection, seva, service, same, respect. What else?
Love,
Love, okay. Gratitude, right? Aren't they grateful towards them? Like someone is grateful towards your husband, wife, kid, or their guru, or their, right?
and
What else?
responsibility, like doing the duties that are disciplined.
Discipline what? Like, can you elaborate? Like what?
Yeah, discipline means worshipping should be disciplined. I mean, time, place,
Mhm. Okay,
um,
so they have some regulated
regulated
schedule
rules. Yes,
to
schedule.
express their actions, to express their worship.
Yeah, and then
Okay,
cleanliness, Prabhu. Cleanliness, cleaning the altar, regular basis. Those.
okay. I think basically it comes to the seva. Someone could be cleaning the dog's stool, right? And they are basically worshipping the dog. That's what Prabhupada said. If you don't worship God, you will end up worshipping the dog. Someone is cleaning the altar, someone is cleaning the dog's stool or cat poop at home, right? That they are worshipping. So all these points are very relevant, and basically, no one can say, "Hey, I'm not worshipping anyone," right? Because everyone is that's the nature. Like we have a need to worship because that's the constitutional position, right? That's our need. We feel happy to be of value to someone, right? We feel happy, but when it's misdirected, the result is misdirected. But when it's properly directed, the result is paramdhama. Yanti Madhyaji no Pima. So everyone is worshipping someone or the other. Is it not? No one is can say they're not a worshipper, right? Someone is they want to know more about that person, right? They want to click pictures. Like in Halloween, the kids dress as some ghostly characters, right? And in Janmashtami, we see recently so many wonderful kids came as Krishna, Rama, Radha, right? The propensity is same, but the object has changed, right? That same propensity, Halloween is basically Yanti Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya. They're remembering Shravanam, Kirtanam. You see all the Navdha things basically they're doing, right? They take their dog to the dog saloon, dog parlor, dog hotel. Dog is like a, right? We're not against dogs, by the way. We love everyone, right? But the point is, we are worshipping whom? Whom are we giving our time, energy, or attention? Someone is worshipping a film star. Someone is worshipping Devata. Someone is worshipping their dog. Someone is worshipping the ghost, right? They're giving their time, they're giving their ears, they're giving their mind. Man mana bhav mad bhak- They're giving their mind, is it not? They're giving their mind to, they're giving their association. They have like-minded groups. All the fans of so and so, cricket star, football star, don't they have their groups? They hang out together, they watch movies together, like-minded group. Hmm. So everyone is a worshipper in some way or the other. So worship does not just mean going to the temple and agarbatti, arti, and all that. That is one aspect of it. But same worshipper, same propensity, someone is showing by going to a movie theater and watching a movie for their hero. Now, who is our hero? That this verse is telling. Whoever is our hero, whoever is that object of worship, will determine the destiny. All roads don't lead to Rome. Hmm. If we worship, if we worship the personality we are worshiping, will determine our destiny also. Hmm. Our consciousness paves our destiny, right? Basically, worship means consciousness. Where am I putting my attention? Is it not? You all are such nice devotees. You are putting your attention in Gita. On a destination for someone who's reading Gita versus someone who's reading a book of, you know, or watching a movie for a Hollywood star or watching a cricket match or a football match, the destination is not the same. The kind of activities we do, this is a spiritual activity, reading Gita, chanting the holy names, etc. So all roads don't lead to Rome. Our consciousness The kind of activities we do will determine our destiny. The Yanti Deva, Rita Deva. Those who worship demigods go to those planets, especially if they're worshipping for material desires to give health, wealth, wife. Those who worship the ghost, so much time, energy, and money is spent in the Halloween. Have you seen these kind of things outside homes,
Yes.
right? Do you think it comes for free? Do you think they have taken time, energy to set this up? Is it not worship? Devotees take out time and energy to set up the altar for Janmashtami, which so many of you did so nicely, setting up, different planning, preparation, money, resources are required, time is required, energy is required, skills are required, mindset is required. But to set up this also, time, energy, money is required. What is the object? What is the outcome? What is the samskara we are given? It will determine our destiny. Bhutani yanti bhuteja. These are basically ghostly creatures, right? So worship means everything: thinking, remembering, glorifying, conversing, having like-minded association. Hmm? They give chocolates and candies as their so-called prasad. We give spiritual remnants of God as prasad. The propensity you see is there, but the object is different, and that's what makes the difference. Your consciousness determines your destination. All when you don't know where to go, any road will take you there. But when we know where to go, then any road will not take us there. If we take a flight from Delhi to New York, we need to be in the right plane. We need to take the right ticket. Then only we'll get to New York. Any plane from Delhi is not going to land in New York. So in different destinations. So this is the link between text 24 and 25. That the contrast of the destination of the demigod worshippers versus the Krishna bhaktas. Yanti madhyajinopima. So the demigod worshippers won't go to the same destination as Krishna bhakta. The pitri, those who are worshipping the pittas or pitris, those who are worshipping the ghosts, they won't go to the same destination. The Krishna bhaktas, their destination is spiritual. Yad gatvana nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Having attained once, there's no returning back. But demigods, they give material destination because they themselves are revolving. In one day of Brahma, Indra changes how many times? Anyone knows? In one day of Brahma, there are 14 elections.
14?
Yes,
Manvantaras.
14 manvantaras, and in every manvantara there is new election, new Indra, new Chandra, the whole department changes. We say Indra. Indra is a position, like a prime minister, president. It's not one Indra. So Indra himself is the position. So what will we get there? We'll get maybe some heavenly pleasures and then back to grind. So, but an intelligent person tries to understand what is the real destination. Yad gatva na nivartanti tadhama paramamma. That is my real destination. Back home, back to Godhead. That's what Srila Prabhupada is giving us. That's what Bhagavad Gita is giving us. That's what Krishna consciousness movement is giving us. And that is the highest of all. Therefore, it is called Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitramidam Uttamam. Very, very confidential. Bhagavad Gita is accessible. It doesn't cost $1 million to get it, but it's very confidential because of all these hidden jewels. So, my dear friends, we would like to kind of wrap up here. We studied text 24 and 25 today, primarily talking about what is the destination, or depending on the consciousness, what are we doing, who is the object of our worship. And Krishna, the supreme enjoyer, supreme master, supreme bhokta. Then one who understands with this tattva can only understand. Others, na tu mam bijanati. They will fall down. They'll go to the temporary destinations, as mentioned in text 25. Now, the question may come, okay, I want to go to the real destination. I want to know the real stuff. I want to know what I need to be doing to get to that Paramdhama. How can I render bhakti to him? Is it, do I need to stand on one leg? Do I need to go to Himalayas? Do I need to give up everything? All that will be covered from text 26 onwards. The glories of bhakti. So stay tuned for the future classes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.
Ram, Ram.
Okay, I'll pause there if anyone has any comments or questions or.
Audition Guruji, very nice discussion. So if somebody says, as you said, that the flights will go to the destinations they are destined for, but someone can say, okay, ultimately I'll take a connecting flight and go there.
I'll take a which
Connecting flight
connecting flight.
and go there. This flight may not go to same destination, but I'll take the connecting flight and go there.
It may happen. Krishna is kind. See, Krishna wants us to take connecting flights. Krishna wants us to meet Guru. Therefore, he sends his representatives. Krishna is more interested in we coming back home, back to God, than we are interested in going back home, back to God. Therefore, he is very, very kind and merciful, and he keeps arranging. But my point is, by the time we get to that connecting flight, a million lifetimes may have passed. A considerable time, energy, and human life, we may realize that 50 years, or let's say someone is we may realize quite late, and that time we may not have the time, energy, the skill. Someone can say, okay, I'll continue worshipping the demigods for next 20 years, and then if I feel inspired, then I will do. Okay, that's fine, your choice. But who knows, I'll live 20 years. Who knows, I'll get to the connecting flight or not. Krishna will provide opportunity for sure, right? But it could delay. It could considerably delay, sometimes years, decades, lifetimes. So an intelligent person says, okay, if that's the real thing, if it's the real stuff, why I should be eager for temporary things? Why don't I take the real stuff now? An intelligent person will not delay. Does that?
Thank you, Guruji. Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you. Anyone else has any thoughts, questions, comments? Any reflections? Something struck you? Something you are taking home?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji Dhanatnam. Yes, Prabhuji wonderfully explained how we have to, worship Krishna, because we know that, of course, you gave a very good example how we have to eat our food. It is very easy to eat our food, directly instead of going indirectly. So we see in this day and age, many people, try to interpret in a wrong way. Of course, Vedas give so many options, but the essence of all the Vedas is, Krishna. And even when we do yajna, we offer everything to Krishna Arpanamastu. So, of course, demigod we have to give respect, but the final conclusion is, better to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly. And That's the basis of everything. Sarva, he's the Sarva Karana Karanam. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Talking about connecting flight, this example and this story is coming in my mind. One time, one lady, devotee, this is like about 15 years back. I was in college. Lord Gopal Prabhu came to our college and he was sharing this story. This Ganesh Chaturthi puja is going on right now, or was a few days back. So this lady, Maharashtrian lady, very, very attached to Ganesha, and they were doing puja, etc., offering different things, and it was time for Visarjan. Somehow she was attending the Gita classes. She recently started attending the Gita classes also. So she was getting to know about Krishna, chanting, etc. But she was so attached to Ganesha in the past. So she was in a dilemma what to do. You were saying that, what are the route and etc. etc. I'm confused, etc. So Gopal Prabhu said a beautiful thing, which, he said, you continue what you continue what you feel like, but my request is you add Krishna in your life by chanting one round, by reading a little bit Gita, and you pray to him, Krishna, please guide me to the right path. Directly, indirectly, and Krishna will. If we are sincere through Guru, through Shastra, through sadhus, through experiences, he will guide if we are sincerely looking for the search, so truth. And that's what we say, search and you shall find. And a few days later, she said, Krishna gave me the answer. Right? And you won't believe what happened. Like a chowki, right? A platform. So there was a platform. Imagine this was a platform is like my mobile phone, and on the top there is like a small deity of Ganesha, which she had uh, got at home. And she was holding the platform and the deity of Krishna, the Ganesha, and it's time for Visarjan. Small deity, play deity or something. Now she goes to the lake or the water body, the hands, the deity goes in the water, and you won't believe what happened. When she lifted, assume this pen as a peacock feather. So when she lifted a peacock feather right in the center of that choki, there was some like mud, etc. And standing like this appeared, and it was directly pointing to her, the peacock feather, as if Krishna is guiding. And she was narrating this story to Prabhu, how Krishna gave me the answer, that I'm not missing anything. Rather, I'm really watering the root. Krishna is saying, Ma Shuchaham, do not worry, I'm there with you. So this beautiful story came to my mind. It's real, this is like real stuff which happened a few years back. And things like these are happening to those who are sincere. Krishna will give the answer. Krishna guides. Hare Krishna. Okay. Is that okay to pause? Or we can maybe wrap up or?
Yes, Prabhuji, beautiful story. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much for your time, your attention, your patience, and your humility to hear Krishna Katha, Gita Katha, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to discuss and remember Gita and Krishna stories. I'm very, very grateful to you, very grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving us, all of us, this wonderful message of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Samved Lord ki jai.
Jai.
Kalpatarubhyascha kripasindubhya eva pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Shubhalas Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.